The following program is rated BB026. It contains strong language, sexual situations, awesomeness, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Listener indiscretions are advised.
Welcome to our Bliss Bringers podcast. The materials we cover encourage adults of all ages, nationalities, and sexualities to open up and embrace their wildest desires and blissful pleasures. You won't find medical advice here, just our personal experiences following the journey of sexual evolution and education in sizzling fun topics that were definitely not taught to us in school, but have wickedly blossomed into reality. We discuss adventures in ethical non-monogamy, kinks and fetishes, exotic places to visit, sexy events, workshops, and tips. Allow us to seduce you into embarking on new adventures where each day you ask yourself, what's your pleasure?
Thanks for joining us again. When we were in Belgium, we decided to check out the local swingers club. Here's our review. Disclaimer: this was recorded in a cab and in a noisy hotel room. Also, it was late at night and after a couple drinks. Enjoy.
It's Friday, November 29th.
We are in Brussels, Belgium, Europe.
Yay! We're ending our fantastic trip
By going to a play club.
Yeah, we found a couples club.
If the noise is a little bit too much, that's because we're driving in a cab.
Trying to be a little discreet, but I don't think it's going to be that discreet.
Fat
Okay.
chance.
All right, so what is the name of the club?
It's Val d'Amour.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Amour is love, but I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Okay, so we actually came across this club a couple of years ago when
Yep.
we were here with the family.
We were visiting with the family.
Central Brussels, right in the
yes.
middle of the heart.
Center Historical Brussels, next to the Great Place and all the historic buildings. There's a hotel there.
What's the name of it?
I don't remember the name of the hotel.
All right, so we'll look it up and we'll put it in our show notes because it's if you're coming to Brussels, you want to do a little bit of sightseeing in the center. This
Yep.
hotel's right in the middle of everything, and literally 3-4 doors down
Yes.
is the couples club,
Yes.
and it's been there for 10 years.
Yep. We were greeted by one of the assistants.
She was a doll.
I think she was called LM or something like that.
I don't speak French and I don't speak Flemish, so I really depend on you to translate.
Yeah, and I'm really bad with names, so there you go.
Actually, he never remembers names.
No.
Here's the trick, kids. When you come to the club, don't knock on the door.
Yes, push. The door needs a bigger push than you would expect first.
And then you got to ring the doorbell.
The funny part is before we even got in, so I was standing there on the door, okay, didn't have any instructions. I tried pushing it, it didn't work. I tried pulling it, it didn't work. And we tried knocking it, and then
This gentleman came up.
from a bar across the room, like, hey, well, you just have to push real hard on this door and then hit the button here. And like, okay, thank you for this public service.
Obviously, he's
Random stranger.
frequented the club a few times, and it's single night, so they allowed single men and single women and couples.
It's 40 euros to get in and 20 euros for a yearly,
One-time fee, so it's a one-time
well, a
fee.
yearly membership.
Yeah,
I think it's for singles is like 90 euros.
and there were a couple of singles.
Yeah, not many. I don't think it was their busiest night tonight, but
We met an adorable British couple.
yes.
Hotel room debrief. Yay!
Under the covers.
Yes.
Investigation. Yeah, we had to leave the taxi because
Yeah, we arrived.
we arrived. That's right. My brain's dead. Boop. We've had an awesome night. So, back
what-
to the club.
Yeah, back to the club.
Amore. What's the name of it?
Val d'Amour.
Vel. How do you spell it?
You don't.
Yeah, you do.
You
Spell
just
it.
look it up in the show notes.
You don't know how to spell it.
Yes, I do.
Then spell it.
VAL space D-apostrophe AMOR.
Did you say apostrophe? What the hell's an apostrophe?
Apostrophe.
What?
See, then this shit happens. It'll be in the fucking show notes.
Alrighty.
So, when we were there, we were greeted by this nice receptionist lady. Or what do you call her?
A hostess. A sexy hostess. Our concierge. She speaks French. She speaks Flemish. She speaks 5 languages.
Yes.
How do people in Europe learn 5 languages when U.S. people, we're lucky if we can speak English properly. And
I'm not gonna answer that one. Anywho, She gave us a key.
Yeah, so after we paid our 60 euros, she handed you a key.
And that key does a locker. The locker is a little bit cramped.
The locker room.
The locker room and the locker.
No, that locker was a nice size. The reason that it was cramped is because we had a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Normal people do not carry backpacks. They come with a coat. They come with the clothes. So clothing, how to dress. Well, we arrived in, casual clothes, but we did pack up our sexy clothes in our backpack because we weren't really sure what the club was going to be like. So I packed a cute little dress. I had worn boots. I packed up my thigh-high stockings because I wanted to wear my thigh-highs. I did bring my gloves, but I didn't really use them. And so girls were encouraged to dress in sexy lingeries or dresses.
Yeah, that was the dress code.
Yeah. And then men's dress code
was underwear.
Well, sexy undergarments, because that one guy had a sarong on. Mm-hmm. Or naked. Can you remember naked?
I didn't see any people.
Okay, men are dressed in just sexy underwear or a sarong, while women are encouraged to wear lingerie or sexy dresses.
Yeah, so that was a new one because normally they don't make you strip before you get into the club.
We've been in clubs where Twist in San Francisco, you can go on the dance floor in your clothing, but you have to be dressed nice.
But you have to be naked to go upstairs in the playroom.
Right.
Yeah, but
so they've got some different rules at different clubs. This one was they wanted you to go up to the locker room, change out of your clothes or change into your clothes. And then when you come into the bar and the lounge area, you have to be ready to play. Well, I don't mean ready to play. I mean dressed to play. Mm-hmm. Sexy.
Interesting there as well is with your entrance fee, it includes food and drinks.
Yeah, all you can drink.
All you can eat, technically.
Love to drink. I shouldn't say that, but we always have to bring our own drinks. It's normally at these
but
clubs.
even they have this little restaurant thingy upstairs where you can go and have food.
So funny, you know what I noticed? You're focusing on the food and I'm focusing on the party alcohol.
Well, I was taking it step by step. And indeed, downstairs at the bar, you could order whatever you want, whether it's water or wine or beer or whatever.
Cocktails.
They just give it to you.
We had white wine and it was good. Mm-hmm. Free white wine. It was actually good wine. But then again, we are in Europe. They have an image to uphold.
The club was fairly small, had like a small seating area.
Had a lounge area, had a small dance floor.
Yep,
had a couple of strippers' poles.
I saw one stripper pole.
Was it the one right where we were sitting, a stripper's pole, and then, the stairs that led
Possibly.
up? That was another stripper's pole. They also have a St. Andrew's cross.
Yep.
And I saw a riding crop stick.
And one riding crop I found there.
Yeah.
You found there.
Oh, me and my toys. My eyes caught right onto that.
Then upstairs, they have...
Honey, you look sexy.
Thank you.
I like how you're just laying there. Naked.
Upstairs, they have the restrooms, they have showers, and they have these tiny little alcoves, which lead to little playrooms.
Yeah, they have mattresses all laid out. I thought it was really comfortable.
And those playrooms, they oversee the social/bar area, which is pretty interesting.
Did we pick up our dirty napkin?
No.
Or did we leave your DNA in Brussels?
Yes, we sort of did that.
Oh, bad.
But you're jumping ahead.
Party foul.
But yes. So, what we did, we met a couple from UK, I think, from the London area.
Yeah. She was throwing out bait for you and you weren't grabbing onto it.
I wasn't feeling it.
Oh, that's all right. You got to be true to yourself. Did you feel it when we went up together?
Yep.
Your cock was feeling it.
Yep, we were having fun.
So we went up and found our own little mattress. The British couple actually followed us up a little later, but they were next to us on the other mattress. But I don't know where the other woman came from, because when we walked by, I thought it was just the British husband and wife team. But he was standing watching his wife, and that other person next to her was another woman. Because I saw her.
I wasn't following everything that went on there. So interesting thing also.
Sexy sounds coming from there.
Before they were there, we had one single guy come up
Typical club, they don't always allow single people, but tonight singles are allowed. They call it a variety or mixed night, where it's open. The concierge, the female that let us in, she explained, when they allow single men, they measure it for every couple, so a husband and wife team or a man-woman team, they'll allow one single man. If men are coming to the club with friends, it doesn't matter. It's only one single man per couple that walks through that door. And if somebody has been obviously drinking, they don't allow them. Yeah. They do have some good control mechanisms.
So the single guy, he sat on the bed and he started touching you.
Back that up. So when you and I started to make out, I felt his presence and I saw him right behind you because you were leaning over me. You didn't see him, but I saw him. And he came up and he was wearing his sarong. And I'm like, oh, geez, it's a single guy. That's one of the things that always freaks me out about clubs. If they have single men, is that whole, I feel like I'm going to be dog meat and that guy's going to gobble me up. They scare me. But anyhow, he was very polite because when he came over, I was whispering in your ear. I didn't want to play with any single men. And you're like, oh, things are okay. I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden, my brain started freaking out because I knew where your arms were, but somebody was touching my foot. And that's when I'm like, he's touching me.
So I waved him away and he immediately backed off.
Yeah, that was very polite.
And went away. So
no pressure.
Afterwards, we still had various voyeurs.
The voyeurs I don't mind. In fact,
that's no problem.
I kind of like being watched because we were in our own world. Nobody touched me. And that's what I appreciate is the voyeurs can be voyeurs. But that doesn't give them permission to touch.
Yeah.
And no one else was touching me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can touch me. Yeah. You can touch me anytime.
Yeah. The interesting part there was they had paper towels and a little garbage can.
Yeah, they didn't have any towels. That was the one thing that I don't know where the towels were.
I think
when you go to visit this club, definitely bring your own towel or something to lay on because whoever
I don't know,
down on the sheets after us, they're gonna get a little bit of a wet spot.
I
tried to clean up as much as possible, but I kind of assumed they would have towels right there, but they didn't.
Yeah, something was wrong because according to some of the signs, they were supposed to be towels. So I don't know what happened there.
So maybe we were on a night that they didn't have towels, or they ran out.
I don't know what happened there. Anyhow, we were using the paper towels to clean up, and then the garbage.
Why were we cleaning up?
Because we had fun.
You're jumping. Tell him some details. Honey, what did I do with your tie?
Oh, you tied me up.
Mm-hmm.
You tied my hands together, put them in front of me, and
then what did I start doing?
Started giving me a blowjob.
Blowjob? Honey, I sucked your cock. Blowjobs are like little junior high school. I deep throat that monster of yours.
Good job.
Yeah, I was giving our single man a little bit of a peep show. I was showing him how big your cock was. Like, yeah, this is my man. You just keep walking, honey, because you ain't got one of those monsters.
You're so spoiled.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, played with your cock, and then what did you tell me to do? You told me to fuck you.
Yes, I told you to ride me. More important.
Honey, I tied you up. Don't you be telling me what to do.
So
I told you to fuck me.
So I turned you around and did you doggy style?
Yeah, you fucked me doggy style.
You like that.
And you were pulling my hair. You grabbed my ponytail in the right spot.
Yep.
I like that feeling, when you got me behind me. When you're behind me, I like that feeling of one hand on my shoulder and then, kind of bracing yourself. And then your right hand grab my ponytail so you can kind of steer my head a little bit. Mm-hmm. But if any other man or woman tried to ever touch my hair, I would kill him. Just you, baby. That's one special thing. I like that. By the way, what are you doing with my pussy in your hand?
Nothing. Just touching.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we did a couple other positions.
Yeah, you were getting tired. That's not a good sub. You're not a good sub.
I never said I was a good sub.
Yeah, you were fucking me good.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
I like it when you fuck me hard. And then I wanted you to lay down on your side. And you're picking my legs up over your shoulders.
While you're playing with the Nina.
The
celebrator.
And she gives me orgasms like no other vibrator. The celebrator is the best vibrator ever. Looks like a toothbrush.
You almost use it as a toothbrush, right?
It looks just like my Sonicare, except that it's pink and white, and it has a little nub, not a toothbrush.
Yes, so it doesn't really look like a toothbrush.
It does. Okay, well, my brain told me.
Anywho.
So anyhow, we're fucking away. John decides that he's got to back out, so boop, boop. We needed to get to the paper towels, so we counted to 3 because we knew as soon as he pulled out, we were going to have a gusher.
Mm-hmm.
And so he grabbed a whole bunch of paper towels and decided to plug me up.
Yes.
And he kept pulling more out and more out and more out and plugging me up. I thought it was the right thing to do because I didn't want to leave a big wet spot.
So we did that. The fun part was they have this garbage can for the towels right next to the balcony.
The railing, yeah.
The railing of the balcony.
Remember, we're upstairs and down below is the lounge and the dance floor.
Yes.
And I throw my paper towel, and it goes into the trash can, and I giggle and laugh and say...
Yeah, we were saying, wouldn't it be funny if we missed?
And John
it goes up,
decides...
I throw my wad...
Literally. You threw your wad, baby. You threw your wad.
And it bounces off the side of the garbage can onto the dance floor below.
Are we still talking about paper towel, or are we talking about your wad? So we meant to walk by and pick it up when we left.
We totally forgot.
So... in Brussels.
If you were on the dance floor and you find a wad of paper,
watch where you step because it'll either stick to your shoe or you'll slip on it.
It's actually kind of gross.
Yes, it is. Wait till some poor sap thinks that it's just a paper towel from the bar and he goes to pick it up to wipe his hands.
I don't think they would be that stupid. It's on the floor, rolled up. You would be that stupid. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I like the club, and you know me, I don't really like clubs, but I like the club.
Yeah,
I like how they have everything spaced out. Mm-hmm. They have a really comfortable lounge that is in the center spot, and the alcoves are upstairs over the balcony, but you could hear all the sound effects. And I know they heard Miss Nina.
Yep.
The celebrator. Man.
So, 2 thumbs up?
That was a 2 thumbs up.
Okay.
Food. Free cocktails.
Free drinks. You can't go wrong with free drinks.
Great music. Social people, people wanting to talk. And it was great. I really like it. Mm-hmm. You cannot beat it. The location, you didn't feel like you had to drive out in the middle of nowhere land.
Yeah, you're in the middle of...
This club has been there for 10 years.
Yes.
They've had to deal with the politics in Brussels. So it's great. Mm-hmm. What do you give it? 2 thumbs up?
Yeah.
Or what? The size of your cock? Honey, you're playing with your cock again.
Yes. Sue me.
You want to?
Yes.
You want to?
Are we done? I'm going to fuck you now.
We're never done.
That was our review of the club, and we're going to do some fucking now.
Shout out.
This week's recommended podcast is Ending the Sexual Dark Age.
You got a problem with a vagina? Call a gynecologist. You want to learn more about pussies and cocks and how to make them happy? You've come to the right place.
JV and his submissive Shara give advice and answer questions about a whole range of kinky subjects. Check them out at sexualdarkage.com. And that is all that we have time for this week. Thanks for downloading and letting us in your ears. Join us next time for further adventures with the captain and the professor. By the way, we got a podcast anniversary upcoming pretty soon. So if you want to leave us any birthday wishes or questions or comments, call 231-662-5477. Or you can leave them on iTunes at itunes.blissbringers.com. Or just go old school and send us an email at info@blissbringers.com. In any case, tot de volgende keer. Quel est votre plaisir?
All names mentioned in this show are either fictional, taken from public record, or held by people who have given their explicit consent to be mentioned.
You can explain it all.
No. God, your cock is so fucking big. I can't believe this is part of you. It's like a third leg. If you ever get a broken leg, you don't have to worry about it. You can walk on that. Oh.